Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's what we're doing here today is we're so busy all the time that the job of sharpening the saw turns into a real put it off job, you know. You end up putting it off. Now we're working outside for good light. The reason we're outside is this is one I've done earlier here, right? It's an old Dustin antique. Must be mine because my name's on it. Yeah, but it is, you can see it's a rip saw, you know. When I was serving my time, I was worked on as a rip saw, but sometimes the saw manufacturers wouldn't see it as a rip saw. They would see it as a pound saw. Yeah, but this is an old Dustin, an old Henry Dustin, USA, not the Canadian Dustin, right? Because we're into heritage woodworking, we have to try and stay true, you know, so we're not really trying a plastic hand disposable saw about here. Right. I think I have 20 saws all together, you know. Now that one I have sharpened earlier and have a wee look at it actually. Now we're working on this one here, right?
So you're going to show us how to sharpen the saw?
I'll show how to sharpen. Now this is a completely different saw and a different mix, right? Now the problem is getting the files. What we were discussing earlier, this Nicholson file had to be hunted down. I don't know why, it seemed to be very hard to get. And we got them. Now the other files that are available in hardware stores don't seem to have a fine enough segregation on them, you know, so it doesn't work as well. I have to pull down my goggles because I haven't got the eyes I used to have. Then but that's what I'm doing here is I'm coming across here doing the backs of the saw. And a coarse saw like this, I'm at a sort of that type of angle there, right?
Yeah.
And on a pound saw I'd be more closer to the 45 or not really 45 but heading that way. You can nearly see I'm almost 90 degrees there.
And what's the difference, Tom? They're just different angles on them?
Well, it's like whenever you're working with a coarser saw like that there, it hits like a row of chisels when it's cutting.
Yeah.
And this whole thing now about sharpening saws is kind of gone, it's lost the years past, you know. Mainly because people don't learn it. Now, don't buy a good saw. I'm only just tapping the blade on it, but don't buy a really good saw and then try it and expect it to work. I was blessed. There was when I was 17, there was a man, he wasn't a saw doctor, but his father was a saw doctor, and I watched and I learned him, at him, should say, and he was very patient, he was very good at it, you know. Maybe I'll never be as good at it, but at least I learned the fundamentals, you know. Yeah. So if I put this on here at that angle there, look, now there's 90 degrees, so I'm somewhere about there, right? Yeah. And if you do one tooth 4 times, you have to do each tooth 4 times. You can't do 1 3 times, 1 1. You have to be uniform in your layers. 1 2, right? Now, I don't know if you can catch the filing coming off there, but I can just about see them, right? Now I'm skipping every other tooth. So in other words, this tooth is bent. Oh, sorry, this tooth is bent towards you on there, right? Yeah. And the other one's
it's coming out,
me, right?
Yeah. So you're going every second one.
Alternative tooth, right? Yeah. Then by those, I'm going here 1 2 because I'm setting up the rhythm of 2. I'm sticking with, you know, right? Skip a tooth, and there we go. That one's all right. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 I have to move my wee jig. The problem when you're looking at magnifying goggles like this saw looks like you get a very long picture. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 but at the back, it's not really that important. And if I feel them like that, you don't go clawing at it because it'll cut you, you know. Feel that there with your hand there, and just set it off like a briar.
I feel it.
It's like a briar, the
Yeah,
old
it is,
boys
yeah.
used to say, you know.
Yeah,
Now the problem with this is now we've done down the back of each tooth,
yeah.
skipping or going to alternative tooth. By there. Now, I just see that boy shining a wee bit there, so I'm going to just gently touch him, right?
Yeah.
And I'm happy with that. Now what I have to do now is, without taking the saw out, I just turn the whole sawhorse. This is called a sawhorse, but don't put any money on it, because it never runs a race. It's just a name, you know. Then what it is now, I come back down now the same again, right? I'm working here again. Right. A bit rocky start there, because I'm a wee bit slack there, but I'm alright. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I remember once somebody gave me a saw to sharpen, and somebody had done everything in reverse, so in actual fact they were going the wrong road.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it thinking, what in under God is going on here, you know? It took me a wee while to figure it out. Somebody hadn't a clue, basically.
Yeah.
And I had sharpened it, and obviously I didn't get it right, you know. So far away was it, like? But it is. Go a wee bit. We have a broken tooth there, you see that?
You see that there, Tom, yeah.
That can throw you, so just leave it, you know, don't. The trick is, time will sort that out. We will bring it back. It'll come back up again after a lot of sharpening, you know. The thing is, if you have to set a saw first, set it before you sharpen it. These saws here don't need set at the moment. But if you're cutting wet timber, you would need a certain amount of set, you know. We're not really cutting that much wet timber.
Tom, we've lost all that like, since, you know, because it's a disposable world, like.
It's a disposable world, that's right. And the point of it is, the skill was the first thing we lost.
Yeah.
You know, basically, it's not that difficult if you follow what I'm sort of advocating there, you know. I know a man, and he sent away, and he bought a lovely wee, very fine tooth saw, and he hadn't ever done it before. A fine tooth saw of value wouldn't be the right saw. You had better start on a bigger, coarser, less good quality saw, you know.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to feel. There's a few ways of learning, but the best way to learn is with your successes. See that again on there, you see, just walk it like that.
Oh my God, hey, that's very sharp. You can feel it.
The big thing is for a lot of people now get it wrong is to think, oh, this is good, this is sharp. See, if you do that there, you'll find the set already in it. Now, careful on, just run your finger and thumb.
Oh, yeah.
But it is, you could say this is grand. Now, if you're working, and what we end up doing is sometimes a quick run.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a quick run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's been pretty good machinery, you know. And the other saw is the same. Now the thing is, where a lot of people make mistakes, they think they're finished. But in actual fact, you need to come now to the front. Remember now, look, we were at the back here.
Yeah.
Like that, right? And we done the back of each one.
Yeah.
2 times.
Yeah.
Now that could vary. If the saws had a nail, that one Might have had a nail before, but not in my recent times. Anyway, I tried to not hit nails. But remember that if you hit nails, you're going to damage teeth. That's a different ball game. You would need to level it down, reset it, and the handy thing is to not hit nails or metal, you know.
Yeah.
So now I come to the front here, and I do the front here. One. Now I'm skipping these teeth again, look.
Yeah.
Right. Now what that does there now is that sharpens up. It's a kind of giving our tooth. You see, we don't want to develop a shape like this, look.
Yeah.
So we're lying that way there, or lying that way there with the wrong pitch.
Yeah.
And but as we want our teeth working like a row of chisels, really.
Yeah.
But each one's doing its wee job, not one tooth trying to do too much, you know. So we share the burden, like. So remember it is 1, right, 2. Now that file is cutting remarkably well. This way I can see enough's enough with one strike, you know. And I'm going down there now trying to. Now I'm not actually touching. Can you see in there maybe? Maybe
Yeah,
not.
yeah, I can see
If you
it.
come to this side here, I'm actually not touching here. I'm combining my effort that I'm in there in that bottom. Right?
I see.
You know, a wee bit hard to see.
I can see it here, Tom.
You need a gigantic replica of a tooth really to see it, you know.
You're following the angle of the tooth, Tom.
I'm trying to maintain
Yeah.
a proper angle
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Now practice will do that. There, I'm back at the broken one again there, look, right? So I'll come to here. What do we see? There's one there. That one is the one that needs a treatment. There, look. So I'm actually bringing it back up again a wee bit.
Yeah.
And I skip again and back to here. Now I'm checking out the points. Sorry. I'm checking out the points there. Can you get it already?
Yeah, that's perfect, Tom.
See, at this point now with my saw, with these goggles, my saw looks to be there, but like the fact it's not really that far. It's an illusion, you know. But believe you me, a pair of them eye goggles is really important, you know. You need to be able to see. If you can't see, you have to move back onto the hands on the body. 1, 2, 4. Now that saw would probably have about 7 teeth per inch.
Yeah.
That's the way they were counted in the earlier days, you know. The other one seems to be coarser a bit. So the coarser saws is for ripping. The finer saws would be for, they refer to early pound saws would have been the description, you know. So if you use the fine one for cutting something too coarse, you'd be there all week.
Yeah.
You know, now remember this, look, if I feel that, look, you know,
Oh, that's sharp.
just bounce your fingers
Yeah.
on it,
Feel it.
and it'll be sharper, you know. Now remember it does all that.
How old is that saw, Tom?
Oh, look at that. That's a good question. That's a saw, probably that'll be 120 years of age, that saw maybe, you know.
120 years old? Oh my
All
God.
one might be someone the same, that's one here. I'm more familiar with this mix here, this Henry Dixon. You know, you can see, look, there's a coarser pattern.
Right.
Not much in it, but there's a bit in it, you know. And if you measure between the points per inch, you can count the teeth.
Yeah, I can see there's
Yeah.
a rougher pattern on there.
Oh my God, there's some of them saws.
So what is that saw? What's that saw there, Tom?
This one
Sort of
here,
curious.
This one here, you see that? If you look, there's a slight difference. Look, in the coarseness, look.
Oh, yes, yes.
You see that? It's only maybe 1 teeth per inch, you know.
Yeah, I can see that. That's an American saw.
Oh, they're both American. They're
Yeah.
both American. This other one here is a very strange mix of a saw. Let's see if we can catch the hang of it. Just for the
I
practice,
see it there.
you know. Can you catch it there, the badge?
I can catch it, yeah. Hold on, bring it out in the sun a
Oh,
wee
a
second.
wee bit hard to see.
I'm actually in the
see it
road.
there now?
Yeah, I can see it there now.
You know. Now
Somebody is bound to know, some of the viewers out there maybe are bound to know.
The problem with these saws is, oh man, I have actually seen a program on the TV it will not mention.
Yeah.
The problem is, somebody had went, acquired 4 or 5 of these saws, cut them off here with a grinder, and used them for cheese boards, you know, and you're thinking, good grief. You know, this is good steel.
Yeah.
The right steel on a saw, the whole thing, and these are spring steel. There's an inscription on them saws. I don't know whether you catch it maybe or not.
I find it hard to catch with the camera now.
Henry Dixon.
Right.
Know,
I can barely make it out, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Henry Dixon, and the whole point about it is for utility and excellence. This saw cannot be surpassed. And stuff like that, you know. That's,
so, I mean, for anybody out there, would you advise them to get one of them saws, Tom?
Well,
instead of buying, you know, the throwaway stuff.
Throwaway stuff. The throwaway saws make good scrapers.
Yeah.
For cabinet work, if you put on a pair of goggles and take the safety precautions and snap off the blade.
But you're talking about those plastic handle ones. I mean, they can't be.
We don't want that. We don't want.
That's what I mean. You don't want that.
There's a 5 metre plastic handle. I pull it off. It's nearly beyond me to use that plastic handle there. You know,
yeah.
Like for me, it has to be the timber. The whole thing is the journey of the timber. You know, and the beauty of the timber. And
even your tools, down to your tools.
Oh, everything, you know. Like if you look now, I've got these files here from Swiss. Know the size of that file, you know, that one's coarse, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
And then you get a smaller file, you know, look. See the them Swiss. That's very good steel. And them as well. They're not. Can you read the making that there one there?
Yeah.
The Nicholson file is the ones that we're using with the red.
Aye, the red handle.
Just a sort of stopper no more there, you know.
Yeah.
Just a sec, can you pause it a sec?
Yeah, no,